Okay, today we're going to focus on getting into the CLC library. So this will be part one of two videos. The first one will be getting into the CLC online library, and we'll be looking at one specific database called Opposing Viewpoints. This is one that can help you with your research. So if you get into your regular page in your Launchpad, you scroll down, you will see where you can get to the library. So we're going to click on library. That brings us to the regular library page. And you want to scroll down a bit. And then under this find, we are going to click on articles, journals, and e-resources. And then that brings us to databases by title. Now we have available to us 116 different databases that we can search in. We're just going to focus on one here today, and that's called Opposing Viewpoints. So if you go to the O and click on that, it's the first one here, and we're going to click on Opposing Viewpoints. All right, so as you will see, we'll need to get our ID information. The CLC ID number will be your school ID number that you'll want to put in there, and then you can get online. So go ahead and enter that, and that brings us here. So Opposing Viewpoints is a good database to use when it comes to research, especially if you're looking to do an argument essay, which could be one of your options for the research essay. So you could go ahead and type in any topic idea that you have. I'm just going to put in one that I know is definitely in here. Then you would hit search. And then the cool thing about Opposing Viewpoints is it gives you a breakdown basically of stuff on the main page. So you type in the topic and then it comes up as abortion. And then you go ahead and look and you'll see an overall overview of abortion. You could click on that and read more. And then it brings up just a basic talking about abortion since it became legal in 1973. Kind of goes into a little bit more main ideas, surgical medical abortions, U.S. Legislative history, just kind of keeps going. So it's quite lengthy. Little sidebar there. And then at the very bottom, you'll notice here it has MLA edition, the 8th edition, which is the current edition of MLA that we use. And then basically this is the information that you would need for the Works Cited page if you decided to use this as a source. So you could copy and paste this then into your Works Cited page to save you some time there. But let's get back up here. And then let's go back one to that abortion page overall. And then on this page, they have specific things that it breaks down as well. So saying on this page, you can find all of this stuff. So it's saying that there are 372 academic journals that have written about abortion. There's 6 biographies. There's 606 audio, 13 websites, 292 viewpoints, infographics 3, a lot of news on it, primary sources, images, magazines, other references, videos, statistics. So it tells like the overall, and then there's 14 featured viewpoints. So you can kind of click on either of these and then it'll lead to that specific section, or you'll also see here, they kind of break it down as well. So 14 viewpoints here, and then you can click on, so if you wanted to see all the featured viewpoints, you could click here. Academic journals, then you could click here to see all of those, and then it brings up like the first few, like 3. to 4 of them. And then Viewpoints, you could click on that and look at all of those. And then it keeps going. So all those different sections that it had already shown. Audio, magazines, news, statistics, any of that stuff, websites. So I'm just going to click on one. I'm going to go into the academic journals because that's what we usually want to use is more academic journal stuff. That means that people have actually done the research. They've looked into it. They've checked, fact checked, all of that stuff. So it's a good source usually to use. So let's see. I'm just going to click on the academic journals, see which ones come up. And as you will see, it gives you dates then too here. So here, this one is from January of this year. This one is from March, so very recent. This is from March 10th. Let's see. Trying to find something that's more related to our country. So let's take a look. All right, so here's something else I wanted to point out to you as well. In this particular one, it says that it's peer reviewed, okay? If you see that right here. And peer review means that they have had actual people within the field of this search, double check, and make sure that this is legit. So basically, the people that wrote this, it's showing that they did their research and then they had that fact checked and reviewed to make sure that it is correct, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this so I can just further show you a little bit here. So then you click on that one and say, okay, reading through this seems like it's going to be really good. This one gives like an abstract, which is basically giving a brief summary of what this is going to be about. So if this seems like it's something that's going to be helpful for your topic, specifically if you're arguing, for or against it, that might help. Then it gives some methods, results, conclusions, and then it goes into the entire study here. So maybe it is going to be helpful for you, maybe it's not. But basically what you can then do is if you decide, yep, it is good and I want to use this, then again, if you go all the way to the end, you've got that information, that citation then for the works cited page. Okay? And then it also gives you some other tools like how to export it. So you could move this entire thing to Google Drive or OneDrive if you have that. The easy bib, you don't have to worry about that because you've already got all the information right here that you need. You can just copy and paste that into your Word document for that works cited page. Okay? But the good thing about opposing viewpoints is, and that I wanted to point out to you for sure, is that it's specifically good if you are choosing to do an argument of essay because it looks at all sides. Remember, when you're doing an argument of essay, you have to make sure that you're looking at all sides of it, not just the side that you are for or against. So this gives you the option to find the sources that you need for the for and against of your topic. Okay? Well, let's go back to the start page here, okay? So you can do the advanced search by typing, or just type something in there, do the advanced search. That would put in more information, so search specific key terms, whatnot. But then it does have browse issues. So if you want, you can look at the different breakdown sections. This is back to the main page of opposing viewpoints. But it breaks it down with business and economics, energy and environmentalism, health and medicine, science, technology, and ethics, national debate topics, law and politics, society and culture, war and diplomacy, then here's all of the issues. So if you click on here, you could see every single issue that they have, okay? Obviously, they said there was like 476, something like that. But all of these are issues. Okay, so opposing viewpoints, then meaning that you could click on any of these. So if we wanted to go to, let's go to smoking. And again, it breaks it down, gives you those featured viewpoints, it breaks down for that topic. Okay. So like I said, you can actually search and do your own topic idea by typing it in, or you might just go to view all of the topics that are here. This also might be a good place to start if you're not sure what to do your paper on. Maybe start to do a little pre-research in any of these. So maybe like junk food, you could do that. Maybe you want to write about how it's good or bad or whatnot. But all of them, just by clicking on them, you can get to the more information. Always a popular one, medical marijuana. And then they give the breakdown as well. So just a quick guide here to get into the opposing viewpoints. Like I said, you can do an advanced search by typing in your own, or going back to that main page, you could browse all of the issues or the breakdown into more specific areas, and then click on any of those to get to a topic. Okay? I hope that was helpful.